Hello class, my name is Randall Woods. This is Organizational Leadership in Theory, and I have the case study Endings and Beginnings. The town of Seaview is a quiet community situated about 75 miles from popular beach destination. It's one of the oldest towns in the state and it has a diverse population. There's a steady flow of tourists year-round, including a large group of artists that visit and retirees looking for a quiet destination. Seaview Police Department has grown over the years since it started. As the community has grown, the Army originally provided law enforcement when the town was first established. There was a marshal that was later appointed to provide law enforcement for the community. The area is diverse from migrant workers that come to work in the large agriculture and the timber industries that are in the area. The Seaview Police Department is a stable and productive department and serves in a mostly positive community. The background for this scenario is Sergeant Lou Maynard is a 9-year veteran of the Seaview Police Department. He is the supervisor of the night shift for the department. He's low-key and he is a good fit for law enforcement. Jane Stokowski is the administrative chief for the department. Bill McAllister is a patrol officer that works on Sergeant Maynard's shift. He's at the end of his career and getting ready for retirement. Delbert Timmons is also a patrol officer on Sergeant Maynard's shift. He's a new officer with the department that just started his career in law enforcement. Chief Stokowski has scheduled a meeting with Sergeant Maynard in reference to some complaints on Timmons and McAllister, and this is their conversation. McAllister is nearing the end of his career. He's been a solid law enforcement officer and has 1 year left to serve the department. The complaints on McAllister is he's being unprofessional while writing citations. He has poor appearance. His reports have been getting sloppy, and he's been taking excessive sick days. McAllister had a great attitude before, but the rumors around the shift are that he's having marital problems at home, and it appears that it might be affecting his performance at work. Timmons, he's been getting complaints that he tends to be very aggressive in his performance while conducting law enforcement duties. He is overeager, he drives fast, and has been involved in a couple of fender benders. He's overeager, and his father's a Marine veteran that appears to be encouraging him to be aggressive. According to his instructors at the academy, Timmons was aggressive at the academy, but he was described as bright and graduated in the top 10% of his class. This is our challenge. What would you do? The questions posed to us as the immediate supervisor of the two officers, one ending his career and the other beginning his. What would you do about putting together an action plan to motivate them to conform to the professional standards that are expected from police officers in your department? Why would just waiting for things to work themselves out probably not be a solution to the motivational problems? Be sure to incorporate concepts from situational approach in your responses. Chief Stokowski suggested that Sergeant Maynard should check with the employee assistance professional to see if there are any pre-retirement assistance for McAllister. Chief Stokowski also suggests that it may be time for some tough love for Timmons. An action plan for McAllister may uh, include the employee assistance. It is a major step in helping McAllister transition from law enforcement into retirement. So that is a priority, I think I would make. Also, Sergeant Maynard, uh, I think he could approach McAllister confidentially and express his concerns that his personal life may be affecting his work. Uh, this should be handled delicately, I believe. I think that any supervisor would have genuine concern for their officers in all aspects of their lives. In addition, I think it is important to show him that he is cared for personally and that counseling is available if he would like to go to counseling, and that he'd be supported uh, by me and the administration 100%. As for Timmons, the very least, I think there should be some kind of verbal counseling session uh, expressing to him the liabilities of his aggressive actions. There may be documentation of that, maybe put in his file for a year and removed if there are no other complaints that come in, but it does show a progression of discipline. If there are more complaints that come in, he could be suspended if he continues to receive complaints. Uh, I think should probably also send him to remedial training, um, send him back to the emergency vehicle operations, and let him think about the consequences of uh, that situation where he's driving aggressively. So that is the end of my presentation, and I look forward to everyone's discussion. Thank you.